Woke up, I figured before I went on my run, which before I go on a run, guys, every muscle in my body is telling me not to, but you know, I'm getting such great results, it motivates me to get up. I wanted to give you one of my rapid fat loss tips of what I do before my run, because that is, you know, in the morning, that's when it is optimal to burn some fat. But you don't want to do it on a complete empty stomach. So let me show you some of the things that I do. First, obviously I warm up, but before I do that, obviously I take my trusty Spark. Now, first thing I do is I take my Thermal Plus. My Thermal Plus, what this does, it's going to help my body burn more fat, obviously. It's a fat burner. This helps you burn an extra 300 calories a day. Now, of course, that's a given. That's a no-brainer. But what a lot of people don't realize is, in the morning, you just went 12, 14 hours without eating. The sugar in your liver is depleted. There's very, very little in it. So, this is the optimal time to burn fat. But you don't want to do it and then burn muscle. So to prevent muscle loss, I take this. This is Catalyst. What Catalyst does is these are branched chain amino acids, glutamine, and a few other aminos that we don't have to get into. Those are the building blocks of protein. That's going to preserve muscle. And muscle burns fat. Then I take my omegas. Omegas are a fatty acid. What that's going to do is going to help lubricate my joints. It's also good for brain function and other functions. This is a superfood, but this is going to help. This is good fats. So if I take in building blocks of protein and good fats, I'm going to preserve muscle. So there's only one source of fuel my body can go to, and that's fat. So if you do this over a few weeks of time, now I'm going to go on about a 20 or 30 minute run. I'm going to run about 2 miles today. My body is going to constantly lose fat. Not only that, it's going to increase its metabolism for the day. It's going to jumpstart. It's like starting the engine of your car. So I wanted to give you this little tip about 5:30 in the morning. I'll put this on the YouTube channel. That way, if you do something like this, if you're caffeine sensitive, I would not mix the Spark and the Thermal Plus together. I would just take either the Spark or the Thermal Plus, and then the Catalyst and the Omegaplex. Now, guys, you know I'm a big fan of the Advocare line. They have a side med board of over 250 years experience. In the past 8 weeks, I've lost 15 pounds of fat and gained 7 pounds of muscle. I'm going to be 30. I know it's unbelievable, but I'm going to be 39 this year. And they always say as you get older, it's harder to lose fat, but I keep finding ways to accelerate fat loss. This is one of my ways. Preserving muscle, lubricating your joints, taking a fat burner, going on a 20 or 30 minute run, getting your heart rate up, you'll lose fat stores. So this is a ChampMaker. Let me go so I can get this over with, do my yoga, and I'm going to show you another fat burning tip next week.